In the last couple of years, I spent more than 30,000 euros on online marketing coaches, organic marketing profits, gurus, sales coaches, everything. And I still was stuck. I actually burned out, had to let my entire team go, quit my business, spend a lot of time, money researching what actually was missing in the model that I was implementing and rebuild a system that's actually scalable and predictable. So what if the reason that you're not moving forward in your business is because you're actually applying the advice that you're paying for? And what if just one element is missing that can help you to move on easily to the next level because you're so close, but you're just missing this one element, which was the case for me and for my clients. That's everything that I want to touch in this video today. And if you're watching this video, that tells me two things, right? It tells me that you're serious about scaling your business. You're serious about moving on to the next level. You're done with the fluff, with all the noise that's out there on the internet. And you're experienced, right? You have sold before, you have client testimonials, you're good at what you do, you understand business, you understand sales, you have an offer. Because if you're still Googling like how to become a coach, how to become an entrepreneur, then this video is not for you, because we're going to dive deep into advanced scaling strategies. And about halfway through this video, I will reveal the exact 4 steps of my system that has helped my clients to scale and has helped my business to scale. And also show you and tell you exactly why this tricycle is the reason that you are stuck. So buckle up, guys. I'm gonna dive deep and give you a lot of value in this video. Just to dive in, just before we dive in, I just want to show you that whatever I'm sharing here with you, it's not bullshit, right? Because there's, as I said, there's a lot of noise out on the internet. Just a screenshot of a couple of client results, what people have been getting with this system, from a waiting list and doubling the revenue in just 30 days time, right? That was the case for Shulin, who is running an agency, a Pinterest agency. We implemented the system. She doubled her monthly recurring revenue from 4 to 8K per month in just 30 days time. She had to create a waiting list because she couldn't handle the amount of new clients coming in. Jasmine, she did 12K of extra revenue, and when she launched her ads, she got in 80 DMs in the first 3 days. So a lot of my clients actually see a great return of investment in just the first week, 2 weeks. No guarantees, of course, but I have been seeing that for Jasmine, for Tim, for Shulin, I think for Declan. They all, as soon as they launched their ads, they got a return of investment quite quickly. Most of them are doing actually between like 100 to 200 leads per day. You might wonder like, okay, how much are they spending? Much less than you think, actually. Like some are getting, like Jasmine, getting in leads for 25 cents per day, which is very, very low. It really depends on like what industry you are in. But most people spend about $35 per day and get 100 to 150 to 200 new leads per day, right? So like, how would that be for you if you had this predictable flow of leads coming in every single day, right? Like, how much would that change in your business already? Tim, who went from 2K, being stuck, posting every single day, very consistently, very good with this content, but still being stuck around 2K and mainly relying on referrals, previous clients, scaled them in 2 to 3 months time to 12K. And I'm very, very confident we'll get them to 20K in the next 1 to 2 months because the system is just working. Most of my clients have built their team. Tim has hired a backend coach, appointment setter. Jasmine is now working with a very skilled, great appointment setter. Declan's working with his appointment setter. So guys, the system is working, right? I just want to show you that and give you the confidence that whatever I'll share with you here is actually working. Quick background on me. So I've been in digital marketing and sales for the last 13 years, worked for Canon, Philips, Sony, Ricoh, trained over 500 marketeers. Quit my corporate job, started my own business as an organic marketing coach. I was teaching my clients, as you can see here, organic marketing principles, but actually found out that that system is broken, right? Just post more, hoping and praying to the algorithm gods that you'll get more clients. It's an absolute failing strategy. I can say so because I've been teaching it. I know it does work, but it's just extremely, extremely slow. It burned me out and it burned my clients out. So everything that I share here is based on experience And I had to find out, like, I wasn't stuck, I was just in the wrong position, in the wrong vehicle. And I'll show you that in a minute. But maybe you can relate to this, right? Maybe you're closing 1 to 5 clients per month. You're stuck between like 5 to 20K per month. You mainly got clients coming in via referrals, via your network, previous clients. You do post, but you get like shitty impressions. And you probably think like, hey, our ads are probably expensive. You know, it's scary, can lose money. And the algorithm hates me. Well, it actually does, because you're not paying. That's why the algorithm hates you. And you probably want to work on your business instead of in your business, right? You want to be able to take time off and experience that freedom while you became an entrepreneur. So let me just show you why so many people get stuck here and stay stuck there. I broke it down into the 3 different phases that every coach, every entrepreneur basically goes through. Everyone starts off in the hustler phase. So here you have no offer, no client results, no testimonials, no leads, no predictable system, nothing, right? You're just starting from scratch. Great phase, humbling phase to be in. You need to work hard for your first client testimonials. That's great. And from there you move on to the plateau stage. And here, the plateau stage, most people keep implementing what they learned here, as in like do cold outreach, sign up people for very low prices, right? And they keep implementing that here. So here you do have a couple of clients, right? Just like Tim doing 2K per month based off his old clients, but you're not generating any new leads consistently. Sometimes you hit a new client and then everything collapses because you need to spend more time onboarding this person or a couple of people. You're a jack of all trades, you do everything yourself. There's a weak back-end system, so yeah, if you onboard clients, that takes a lot of your time. And basically you're a glorified freelancer. I used to be a freelancer and I made about 12K per month. And yeah, I mean, if you're anywhere below 20K per month and you're doing everything yourself, you're nothing more than a glorified freelancer. If you're here, guys, like, I can't help you. This is a humbling phase to be in. Just get your testimonials. As soon as you're here, right, this is where I help my clients with, because they want to get unstuck. They want to get unstuck from here to actually move on to the CEO stage. What's the difference here? Well, it's just one element which is usually missing that already makes a huge difference. But if you're here, the CEO stage, right, you have scalable revenue. You have a system in place where you can just add more traffic to, and it kind of like drills down to more sales calls and more clients. It's predictable. You get in high quality leads because you understand how to attract those leads. You have automated systems. You're very clear on your positioning, right? You don't have any fluff offer which no one understands. And if you were to ask 100 different people, you get 100 different opinions, but you have a very clear, strong positioning, and you're actually working on your business instead of in your business. So you have a team. So what's the difference between here and here? It's very simple. The main difference, not all, but the main difference here is that people are working with ads, right? Here, people are working with ads to generate a consistent flow of leads instead of throwing spaghetti against the wall, hoping something sticks, which is organic marketing. Again, I've been teaching it, so I know. This is the main difference, running your ads and building your systems. How do you build these systems? I will show you in a minute or two, but this is the difference, and this is why you're stuck here in your tricycle, right? You're trying to do the 24-hour of Le Mans in a tricycle. Like, will you make it to the finish line? Yes, you will. Will it take a fuck ton of time? Yes, it will. So you're not stuck, right? You're just trying to do a race in the wrong vehicle. This is why it feels like an uphill battle. This is why you're wondering, why do so many people, other people actually move so much faster? Well, I hate to break it to you, the organic coaches that you've been following, they're also running their ads. It's the only way to actually scale predictably and quick. So ads are the main thing here. So let me just show you how to implement this in your business in 4 steps so that everything comes together and that you have not just like leads coming in, but you have a good system and you have a good team set up and you have a good delivery system that will bring you good client results, right? So this is the system that I've been working on for so hard and for so long, that I put together to show you that it's not just posting more, but it's actually scaling your business consistently, right? And yeah, can you see that this might be the very reason why you are stuck anywhere in between here, right? Because you're just applying what you've learned, but what got you there will also keep you there. Good. So if we look at your business as a funnel, because that's the easiest way to just understand your business, it starts off here with the top of the funnel, where the main objective is to get in traffic, new eyeballs looking at you, at your content, at your offer. This is 80% of the problem. 80% of the problem for the clients that I work with, they have inconsistent traffic. So just imagine that the entire world population, everyone on planet Earth would know about your offer, specifically what you offer, how you help, the transformation you deliver. You would never ever have to worry about money again in your life, right? So that just proves that traffic is the main thing in your business that we need to establish. How do we establish that? By implementing a very simple ad, a very simple Instagram ad that is tailored and scripted specifically to attract quality leads that have the money to pay for your high ticket offer. We don't want any tire kickers. We filter them out with a very strong ad. This guy here alone solves 80% of the problem. Now, what makes a good ad, and this is the interesting part, what makes a good ad? It's actually strong organic content. So a combination of ads, which give you the system to bring in leads, combined with your organic content, with the reels, with the long form content of YouTube, which will also draw in leads, right? Mainly what I see, it's mainly the ads drawing in the new leads, but obviously also like your reels, your long form content, perhaps you are on LinkedIn, right? That can all contribute to more people coming into your funnel. Here we're optimizing for clarity, consistency, and relevancy, meaning clarity in terms of your offer, your marketing message. This is the very first thing we do with our clients inside the program. We get them very, very clear on their offer, their marketing message, who they help. This is the whole thing that we pull apart, we put back together so it's super, super clear. And then the consistency of your ads, the consistency of your content here, right? So can you see how this solves probably your number one issue in just the first week often? So what happens then, right? You generate the traffic, but the traffic needs to turn into leads. And this is where your organic content comes in. It's the content you post on YouTube, right? YouTube is part of like the top of the funnel, but it's mainly to nurture the people in the funnel that are coming in, right? From whatever way. Because I'm not sure if you're familiar with the 7-hour rule. If your prospects consume 7 hours or more of your content, they're very likely to become clients. So we want to optimize everything in your funnel to make sure that your prospects are consuming as much content from you as you can. And what's the number one platform to do so? That's absolutely YouTube. Another very strong element here is the video sales letter. A video you record once, which explains your entire system and you can keep using as a very strong sales asset. So if you take like a step back and look at this, like what are we building here? We're building a system, but a system based on leverage, right? Your ads are leverage. A VSL is leverage. An appointment setter, which I'll get to in a second, is leverage. Retargeting ads, leverage. It's just all something that works for you instead of you putting in the effort and you putting in your time and energy, which gives you an equal output, right? Now you put in 1 unit of input, which will maybe deliver you 10 units of output. That is leverage. And that's how we're building this business, which is predictable and scalable. So we have your traffic coming in. Then there's a strong foundation of organic content that is nurturing your leads, which actually bring in your leads as like warm clients almost as soon as they hit the sales calls, because they know and are familiar with your way of working and with your brand. Now, the number one role to implement that I've implemented with most of my clients in their business, it's an appointment setter, right? Someone who's experienced in sales, someone who is in your DMs And it's nurturing every single relationship, every single prospect that is coming into your funnel and booking in calls for you, right? Just imagine, like, how many conversations per day are you currently doing with your prospects, right? How many do you do? And then take the example of Tim and his appointment setter, which we implemented, which is doing 200 conversations per day currently. Like, can you see how much difference that would make if you or anyone else would have 200 conversations per day with potential prospects that become aware of who you are, what you offer, your content, and are booking in sales calls for you, right? Like, how much of a difference would that make? This is the number one key role, and this is also how we help our clients from my network to place a really skilled appointment setter, because there's a lot of garbage out there as well, but an A-player appointment setter that can actually do the conversations for you, book in the calls, so you can start to take a step back of your business and focus on content, sales, and client delivery, right? So here the leads that are coming in, into your DMs, into a call, into an offer that you make, because obviously the more offers you make, the more likely people are to say yes, and the more money you will put in your pocket. From there, right, the money that comes in, we reinvest into ads, retargeting ads, or just pump up the budget here so we get more traffic. So it becomes a system, right? It just becomes this system where we put in more traffic, and more traffic means more leads means more people to talk to for your appointment setter. Then the difference as to what I see a lot happening in the coaching industry, people are great at marketing, they're great at sales, but they suck at delivery. That's not what I want for you. This is not what my mission and vision is, right? I want to create a ripple effect of growth and success. And we can only do that if you are extraordinarily good at delivering results for your clients. So by building this foundation stronger of understanding how to onboard your clients, how to create a good community, how to do good coaching calls, right? How to create a back-end course, how to optimize everything for your client results, will help you not only to deliver more value to your clients, but also to pump all of these client testimonials back into your marketing, where your marketing and your social proof becomes a lot stronger, right? Can you just see how much difference that makes, how much stronger that will make, and like how you will create a blue ocean for yourself where competition doesn't exist, right? So this is the whole funnel of creating traffic, creating leads by strong organic content, making sure your sales process is on point, your sales script, your DMing script, your appointment setter, your booking process, your follow-up process, everything here, right? So that you make most out of everyone that's in your funnel, and then optimizing it for delivery. And obviously we're building your team, which is leverage as well, right? Hiring an editor, hiring the appointment setter, as we mentioned. As soon as you hit 40, 50K per month, outsource your sales process, your sales calls by implementing a closer, hiring a customer success manager or back-end coach, as we did for Tim, so we can get out of the coaching and just focus more on content and on sales. So with this whole system, right, if you implement this, I think that's the main point. It's a system as opposed to just post more. So if this makes sense, guys, like if this resonates, then go ahead, book in a call down below, because then we can have a look to see if we can actually implement this in your business to help you from moving on from the plateau stage to actually becoming the CEO, having predictable systems. But guys, only book in calls if you're serious. I'm not here to have a chit chat, to have a coffee catch up. Book in a call if you're serious, if you're done with being stuck. And yeah, from here, you basically have two choices, right? Like either you keep driving the 24-hour of Le Mans on your tricycle, which will get you to the finish line. Like you will get there, but it will probably take you 5 to 10 more years of your time to actually get to where you want to go, right? So you're either paying with time to get to your goal, or you're paying with money, like you're investing and you're paying to collapse time, to collaborate with me, with the team, to actually scale your business and implement this to get to your goal a lot quicker, right? So again, if you're serious, guys, book in a call down below. I would love nothing more for you to get unstuck, to make a bigger impact in the lives of your clients, because that's what my mission and my vision is about. And if you're serious, I'm serious. So go ahead, book in a call down below, and we will talk soon.